Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, aka Storm, and we're back for some more of the Elder Scrolls Online as we wish, the Mighty Battle Lizard, here in Bankurai. The reason we're streaming today instead of tomorrow is I'm going to have my shopping day tomorrow, so I'm not going to have time to stream with everything that's going on. So instead we are doing it today and going to get some progress in. So first of all, we're going to go over here and finish this little area. Then we'll go over here and do this. And then I believe that is the entirety of Northern Bankurai finished. Because we already did Crypts of the Exile. And then we can start heading into Southern Bankurai.
You there. This one needs assistance. Good meeting, Walker. Do you have a moment? My business partner is in trouble, and this one could use some aid.
What happened to your partner?
My partner, Skyward Eyes, darted into these ruins, seeking some ancient magical travel device to get her out of Bankurai.
Why would she do that?
Imperial invaders, perhaps? Giant chains dropping from the sky? Or maybe she just got spooked by a crow. Not sure. Anyway, she ran straight through those Daedra. And this one isn't going after that one. Will you help get her to safety?
I'll see what I can do.
Just make sure Skyward Eyes is safe. This one's at her wit's end.
I'm curious about something.
This one will try to satisfy your curiosity.
What do you two sell?
We sell Tamriel is Doomed survival kits. These are packs of basic survival supplies, like dried fruit and bandages. I manage the money. Skyward Eyes is our prophet of doom, and we scare enough locals to make a healthy income.
That sounds like a scam.
Thank you. It works pretty well. At least until Skyward Eyes gets spooked by one of her own stories and bolts for the tall timber. Then we have inconvenience.
Why did Skyward Eyes run off?
Because she is kin to Shagarath. Sure, her terrified ravings drive our sales. But at some point she always heads for the horizon. We have to go after her and end up somewhere in East Fleabite, hiding from imaginary flying slaughterfish or some such.
Why did you come here to Armaleja's Grip?
We didn't. At least this one didn't. We set up shop in Martyr's Crossing, but the Imperials wrecked the place. Skyward Eyes insisted we could escape through here. Joan and Jode told her all about it. This.
Isn't this just a ruin?
She said something about an ancient Red Guard travel altar that the Shaveskins would use to escape. Sounds like skooma dreams to me. If you find her, you can ask her.
Alright, let's go see what's going on with her. Hey, welcome to the stream.
I hope you're watching.
I'm sure Vivek has better things to do than sit and watch us all the time here. Then again, the Divines and the Living Gods and the Daedric Prince are all sitting around watching the Battle Lizard show. What will the Battle Lizard do next? Who will the Battle Lizard encounter? We've already seen him do battle with Molag Bal, our special guest, and also Meru's Dagon, another special guest. I wonder if I can get up there to acquire the Standing Stone. Yee. Got it. Got it.
We can do this!
Ah, good, you are not a Daedra. They are this one's enemies, and must not hear this one's plans to escape the vampire skeevers.
Your partner sent me to find you.
Happy day! Help this one perform the rite that will enable escape from the vampire skeevers.
Vampire
That is why
skeevers.
Imperials invade Bankorai, you know. Vampire skeevers.
Okay, apparently this cat has been touching the skooma too often. Happy to help. What do you need?
This one finds one of 2 runestones needed for Arla Mehera's altar. That is an ancient Redguard device to get the user, me, safely out of Hammerfell. Will good-looking new friend get second runestone? The rune of transit from Southern Tower? Pretty, please?
I'll find it.
This one marks your map to runestone. You are true friend to this one, like Norzan Tail.
It's very clear that this, that Khajiit has been touching the skooma too often.
I think I'm getting good at this. Well, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
Okay, to the top of the tower. Strangely well preserved crate.
New good-looking friend has returned with the rune of transit.
Here it is.
Finally, this one can flee frightening land of Hammerfell. Now this one performs magic ritual.
Wait, what is this altar anyway?
Focus of Redguard teleportation magic. Very powerful. Exactly what this one needs. I think.
You're sure you know how to do this ritual?
This one knows. Sort of. No matter. This one improvises with skill. As for you, perhaps you will stand back a bit. You know, in case.
Backing up. Hey, I'm
Hello.
sure.
This one needs to go to a safe place away from vampire skeevers.
Gotta get away
It
from those vampire
works.
skeevers.
This one feels it. To Reaper's March, this one goes.
I hope that's where you went. But dang them vampire skeevers, I'm sharp. Interesting opening
So,
line.
where is Skyward Eyes? Did the Daedra get her, or did she escape?
Does Reaper's March count as an escape?
Reaper's March. You're pulling this one's hind leg. Did she say where in... No, wait. Of course she didn't. Well, this one thanks you anyway. To expect a better result would be folly.
Reaper's March. The sad part is when you go to Reaper's March, you can't find her in Reaper's March, which sucks. Like, I was really hoping that you'd be able to find her in Reaper's March when you went there, but unfortunately that's not how it works. Gonna ride through here and hopefully not tick off the giant beholder. this is where the next main quest is. We'll be doing that in just a few minutes. I've got one more, oh, a little bit. I've got one more location in northern Bancorai to finish before we head to southern Bancorai. There's also a sky shard, I think, around here somewhere. Or you think? Maybe not. I think I have all the sky shards in the northern part of the map. Here we go. Here's the...
We have to find a way inside. This can't be right. Reachman in the grotto. Why has Hircine allowed this to happen?
What's going on?
The grotto belongs to the Glenmoral Weird as a temple to Hircine. The Reachmen got past our watch and turned our bear guardians against us and destroyed our protective wards. Their leader, Bernark, seeks a Briarheart from Hircine.
Anything I can do to help?
Unless the bear spirits power the wards, we can't enter our own temple. Without the wards, the bears are wild, and we can't reach the altar to ask Hircine why he abandoned us. Can you kill the bears and free their spirits?
Consider it done.
You must be near an active ward upon the bear's death. The ward will empower you when you are close, so the bear's spirit will sense it and know where to go. Otherwise, the spirit is more likely to simply ascend, to be reunited with the earth.
Why is the grotto guarded by bears?
A clan of bears has always safeguarded the grotto. They recognize us as equals and allow us to pass. When we found the Reachmen here, the bears had become hostile. They refused to let us in. We Asteria discovered this the hard way.
How would killing them help?
It frees them from enslavement, as their minds are clearly under Bernark's control. The bears know their true purpose. Once the spirit is free, it should travel to the wards and seek to empower it.
What do these wards do?
They serve to protect us as we perform certain rituals to Hircine, and without them, we are vulnerable to attacks by the bears. We haven't used them in quite some time, but an important ceremonial hour approaches, and we need to perform our rites.
Do the wards do anything else?
Yes. If ever a threat came to us, we would come here, empower them through sacrifice, and be protected. Luckily, the Reachmen only see them as rocks.
So they aren't always empowered?
No. If they were, it would have required a great many sacrifices to maintain.
What is the Briarheart?
The Briarheart is a powerful gift, which makes an almost invincible foe. And we suspect Bernark's target would be Evermore, which makes this an issue for your kind to address. The Reachmen conquered the city before, and will want it back.
Okay. I shall help handle this. Mary, I need you to temporarily back away. Okay, why are my abilities not working? That's one. That's two. You can tell I've done this a time or two. Three. There's four.
The wards are back, and the bears are no longer hostile to us.
What now?
Now we'll call upon Hircine, and find out why he's forsaken us. As you restored the wards, you are now a part of the grotto's life too. Therefore, I will ask you to perform a necessary role in our sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
We need a still-beating heart. You've offered to assist us? I asked you to be the ultimate sacrifice to save the grotto. You are the key to reaching Hircine.
You want my heart?
No! By rights, I should be the one to take the blade. I'm the one who failed.
Nyroni, no! This person has already offered to help us.
The sacrifice should come from the Weird, and I'm the one responsible.
Lene, she's right. The heart of a stranger compared to a self-sacrifice? Hircine is bound to hear an answer.
But we need 3 for the ritual. She can't do it.
The outsider can do it. Only 2 of us are required for the prayers.
I won't allow it.
You've no choice. Do you want this to succeed or fail? Nyroni is ready and willing. You know we're right.
As much as I hate to admit it, Tyria is right. Nyroni's willing sacrifice is priceless compared to yours. I raised her, you know. We found her abandoned. A lost child that the wood kept safe until we discovered her.
Nyroni is like a daughter to you?
Much more than that. We're tied through both a familial bond and the forest itself. We may seem callous to outsiders, but we're closely knit. What we ask of you is not to be taken lightly. This is a serious and sensitive matter. Understood?
Yes, I understand.
I hope so. Take this ceremonial dagger. It's well sharpened to ensure swift work. Tyria and I will perform the ritual. Once prepared, you must act quickly to cut out the heart of Nyroni and place it on the altar.
Sounds grim, but I'll do it.
Wyrus Nyroni's sacrifice should be the extra edge we need to call upon Hircine.
I'm ready now.
Good. Wait for my signal. When the time is right, cut out her heart and place it on the altar.
I understand.
We're ready. Now cut out her heart. Put her heart in the bowl on the altar.
A worthy offering. What is it you
My
seek?
prince, we seek to know why.
Silence, pray. I speak not to the weak, but to the one who took the heart. This one interests me. Come, speak to me, hunter.
Now we shall speak to Hircine, the father of werewolves.
You are not mere prey, mortal. Yet you aid the weird who still lick their wounds of defeat. Their fall to Branark and his reachmen lost them my favor. To earn it back, you must prove yourself a true hunter.
What do you have in mind?
To start, a hunter's challenge of skill. Hunt my aspects within my hunting grounds, a shade of this realm and my own. Prove yourself worthy of my favor. Only then will you earn the chance to retake the grotto for the weird.
How do I get to your hunting grounds?
I will place you there. When you've won, if you've won, return to the shrine. I will be there as the spirit of the hunt. We'll discuss your prowess and your final task for the grotto when the hunt is over.
Alright, I'm ready to face the aspects. I could talk to her spirit.
I'm not sure how much time I have, but thank you for what you've done. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your brave response to Hircine's challenge. Can I help you understand this realm? A place of shadow, hunger, and thirst?
Can you tell me about Hircine's 3 aspects?
Strength, speed, and guile. I know them well. He sent you to track them. The Hunter's Test, which I once undertook myself. Though I've not been dead for very long, I will answer your questions as a final favor.
Tell me about the aspect of strength.
The aspect of strength takes the form of a bear. Crouch low to the ground to search for signs of its passing. A creature so large doesn't leave a subtle trail.
Tell me about the aspect of speed.
The aspect of speed takes the wolf form. You may surprise it within its den, but only if you are careful. Look for its paw prints, which may appear as stars on the ground in this realm.
Tell me about the aspect of guile.
The aspect of guile is the hunter. He'll be the hardest to track, for he wants no prey to realize his nearness. But every hunter must rest sometime. Seek his camp, and if you are lucky, the hunter will be there.
Thanks for the help.
Good luck, hunter. It's time for me to pass on and rejoin the cycle.
There's the aspect of guile.
What's this? A worthy specimen for my collection.
Is this because I'm a lizard? That, sir, is racist. Going to make you into a nice pair of boots. Well, let's just say if it does happen, I hope he gets blisters. I should think of Foamy the Squirrel. Who's like, I hope you all get paper cuts. Okay, that's 2 down, 1 to go. That's the way out. We don't want we don't want to leave. Oh, Miri, you can come back out now. Also, while I'm thinking about it,
It'll be good to get away from the family a bit.
gonna have a slice of cake. Yeah, this is the cake celebrating the 2022 birthday of Elder Scrolls Online. Isn't it a beauty? It looks absolutely delicious. I wish I could actually have a slice of it.
Get back, you fetcher!
It's been a while since I had cake. There it is, the aspect of speed.
Nah, I wasn't worried. Were you worried?
So you've succeeded. Impressive. Few best the aspects.
Yes, what do I need to do to win the grotto?
Already you yearn for the next hunt. I've 2 hunters and 1 grotto. To the victor goes the spoils. Find Brannock and rip the briar heart from his chest. Prove yourself the true hunter, and he the prey. And the grotto is yours.
I'll do it.
Should you prove yourself the victor, bring the Reachman's fledgling briar heart back to the altar. I will speak to you one last time, if you succeed.
Alright.
A final challenge for us both. This should be easy.
It may be more of a challenge than you think.
Doubtful. I defeated the weird. I'll defeat you just as easily. The power of the Briarheart will be mine permanently. Soon, I'll retake Evermore, and all the land which once belonged to my people. Your kind will be stamped out, and I will rule all!
These lands will never be yours again.
That's what you think. Come and get me. The Briarheart, this Grotto Evermore, and all these petty kingdoms will be mine.
I'll stop you.
What happened? Has Hircine asked something of you?
Yes, I defeated Hircine's 3 aspects.
You've proven yourself a true hunter. And Brannock? What of him?
As a final challenge, Hircine ordered me to fight him.
Only one Supreme Hunter would be left. And with Bernark defeated, we can take back the grotto. Go, and luck be on your side. We'd assist, but it would be forbidden.
I'll be back once I've dealt with Brunich. I mean, I still got Mary, and I've got my giant storm Atronach. I think I'm plenty. I think I'm plenty ready for this challenge. I can't actually access that sky shard right now, can I? I didn't know you could get down there from here. Hold on, that's weird. If that's the case, that's the fastest way to access Southern Bankurai.
I'll show Hircine who the better hunter is. I'll take your heart as a prize.
I'm sorry, whose heart's being taken as a prize? I'm fairly certain it's not mine.
You lead.
Your victory will be remembered. We could feel the death of Bernark through the earth beneath our feet. Even the insects will not mourn him.
Hircine will return the grotto to you.
Thank you for making our sister's death worth it. We're in your debt. We still have a lot of work to do. Cleaning out the remaining Reachmen and regaining the full trust of the bears.
How long will that take?
We can feel the connection returning, but there's no telling what damage has already been done, and how long it will take to undo. Now please, return the Briarheart to Hircine.
I will.
Ah, the proven hunter. I see you have the Briarheart, torn from the chest of the Reachman. His punishment for failure is to roam the hunting grounds as prey. His chest, a gaping hollow, a reminder of his weakness.
Here's the Briarheart.
Consider it returned. The grotto belongs to the Weird once again. But more importantly, to you. I'll be watching you, mortal. A larger hunt looms in your future. One I'll watch with great interest.
That's hinting at the Battle of Cold Harbor, which we've already done on this character, so. I'm gonna cheat. Welcome to Southern Bankurai. We're just stopping by briefly as we grab the Sky Shard, and then we'll go back to Northern Bankurai to properly enter Southern Bankurai. Let's give this guy a helping hand.
Couldn't leave that walking around wreaking havoc, right?
Yeah, I didn't know you could jump down into Southern Bankurai from there. That's good to know. We're getting ready to invade the pass.
I have been watching out for you. It must be quite an honor to have the High King awaiting your arrival. King Emmerich thought you would be here ahead of him, but he has waited for you nonetheless.
How long has the king been here?
Not terribly long, but long enough that he has formulated a plan of attack. This plan requires someone to take quite a bit of risk. I tried to volunteer for the duty, but he insists that you be the one. So I wish you good luck, my friend.
Of course he does, because...
All right, everyone. It's time to start making preparations.
Look at the queen in her full armor.
There you are. If you expected to find us scaling the walls already, I'm sorry to disappoint. Don't get me wrong. We considered taking a stab at it, but with our limited numbers, I don't really think that plays to our strengths.
What strengths are you referring to?
Well, let's see. We have this sewer entrance here that the Imperials don't seem to know about, and then, well, we have you, of course. I'm thinking to base our attack strategy around that. What do you say?
You want me to go in through the sewers?
Yes. Sometimes victory means getting dirty, and that's quite literally true here. A passage in the sewers leads to the gatehouse. If you'll open the main gate, we can get into the garrison without having to scale the walls and lose half our men.
I'll go and open the gate then.
Just so you know, while you're slogging through sewage, we won't be napping out here. We'll go ahead and assault the main gate. It'll create a good distraction. It'll also mean that if you fail, we'll all die. Just so you know.
Will you be leading the assault?
Unless the gods decide to strike me down before the battle starts. I've had enough standing around in throne rooms talking about fighting the Imperials. I miss the satisfaction of sliding a sword between the plates of an enemy's armor.
Queen Azalea will be fighting too?
Of course. Battle runs in our blood. You think our family rose to royal power by attending teas, playing games at court, and currying favor with the right nobles? No. This king and queen work. At its heart, it's a bloody business.
That's a king you can respect. What's the plan once we're all inside?
I haven't neglected that. I've looked at the garrison's layout and whatnot, and it'll really depend on what we find in there. I am confident we'll catch them off guard, so no matter what, we'll have to capitalize on that.
How did the garrison fall to the Imperials in the first place?
The sad truth is we're not even sure. More than 200 Knights of St. Helen were stationed here, but only a handful escaped. Their stories are all over the place. Giant Daedra scaling the walls, the dead rising from the crypt, who knows?
Was the Magus General Septima Tharn involved?
That old witch was undoubtedly the mastermind. And actually, one of the knights who escaped claimed Septimus snuck into the garrison posing as a Red Guard refugee, and then unleashed oblivion the next night. Knowing her, that's quite possible.
You know Septima Tharn?
Yes. I met her once, back before the soul burst. I'm ashamed to admit I actually fancied the girl. She was as cold as a Nordic winter, of course. I wonder if she's still attractive, though. Regardless, I think her head would look best on a pole.
I agree with you. So they did know about it. They just didn't guard it very well. It's the vampire skeevers! Ah! It's been ages left when I came through here.
Off with you, Squid! In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Yeah, I was kind of sad when I found out that I was doing my shopping tomorrow, because that means I had to stop progressing in Shadowbringers, which I had planned to play Shadowbringers all day today, except for when going shopping. And then it's like, well, shopping's tomorrow now, so I gotta get this stream done today, because I'm not gonna get to do it tomorrow, and I want to get progress in every week until High Isle comes out, so... Wait, don't go through the door yet. Hold the main gate switch.
Keep pushing!
Yeah, I managed to get to, I managed to get to the part where, we are trying to figure out a way to, get onto the flying volcano, and we've decided to build the giant Telos, which seems like a bad idea to me. Hold on.
I quite forgot how it feels.
It'll be
The rush
fine.
of blood to the head, the sound and fury of battle. So what if I put on a few years? This is where I belong. I'm going to take back this garrison or die trying.
I'm with you. What do we do next?
I've captured a few keeps in my day, and I've learned the hard way. Whoever holds the courtyard holds the keep. So I'm going to seal our grip on this space. We should also hit the barracks, though, before the Imperials get their greaves on.
You want me to attack the barracks?
Yes, but I'm not saying to slaughter a bunch of half-dressed soldiers. We're not Reachmen for Mara's sake. No, I'm hoping some of our knights are imprisoned there, and you can free them. We need all the swords we can get.
I'll go to the barracks and free any prisoners I can find then.
After we've got the courtyard under control, we'll meet you up there. Oh, and if you see Septima Tharn or any of her commanders, feel free to take them down. I'd love to kill the old witch myself, but you're better qualified.
If I get the opportunity, I'll take it. Actually, quite a few people doing this right now. I guess a lot of people have the same idea. Get the Daggerfall Covenant stuff done before the launch of High Isle in May. But they're not restricted to only 2.5 hours of play every week, so... Well, greetings and salutations. It's time to free you from your captivity, my friend.
Commander Attias is down the hall. He tortured us. He needs to pay.
One favor I ask. If you see Commander Attias, kill him.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Hello, Commander. Just a second, I gotta do the...
Approach, Featherly.
I definitely should have done this before this session. That should be enough for now.
Looking for a...
That's a purple jacket. Ooh, that's really good actually. Increase max health. Darn it! I'm trying to get good gear for my companions. I keep getting... Yeah, it kind of is, but I had to clear out my inventory a little bit, so...
It's a damn good thing you came out. I was just about to charge in there and find you myself. If I had died, it would have been your fault. You don't want the death of a king on your head, do you?
I certainly don't.
Gods, I probably shouldn't jest like that. Not around Argella. Poor thing. There's no telling what these twisted imperial bastards might have done with King Eamon's corpse. He was about to be entombed here when the garrison fell, of course.
Where exactly was he to be entombed?
The royal crypt. All of Bankorai's rulers are buried there, to keep eternal vigil and such. The Imperials are doing something horrific in there. It's where they've formed their last line of defense. Whatever they're doing, I need you to stop them.
I can handle that. Where's the royal crypt?
East, across the bridge behind me. They're just throwing conscripts at us to keep us from getting across. They'll run out of fodder eventually. But if you'll lead the charge across on your way to the crypt, we can take the bridge now.
Alright, across the bridge into the crypt. Let's go. Honestly, if I was the conscripts being forced to do this, I probably would have just laid down my arms and surrendered to the Lion's Guard. It's a bridge. I must take the bridge. It's in my nature. When I see a bridge, I must conquer it.
I really
Look
don't
at that.
like your odds.
Look at these conscripts. They don't even have armor on. It's shameful. Is this the way the Legion acts? You should be ashamed to call yourself members of an Imperial Legion.
Would it kill them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
King's champion is coming, Magus General. Shall we make an example of this fool? Yes, of course. The Dark Anchors first, then the Interloper. Thank you for this honor, Magus General. Glory to the Empire.
Darn.
Glory to the Lord of
The garrison is ours.
Glory
Imbeciles will soon witness the Empire's true strength.
Stop it, Thorn, you've lost.
Cannot escape my wrath. You will see soon enough.
Damn it, Molug's ball. Oh, that doesn't look good. Yep, I was correct.
When you went below into the crypts, this foul, icy fog rolled in. The earth shook, and those dolmen emerged from the ground beneath our feet. We retreated here to await your return. The rest you can clearly see.
What are your orders?
I'm afraid the giant Daedric anchors from the sky issue is more your speciality than my own. I'll let you lead on this one.
That doesn't seem very kingly.
A wise leader knows how to delegate, my father used to say. He may have died in his cups, but the man knew his aphorisms.
He was a drunk.
What could be more kingly?
Very well, I'll destroy the anchors. Good king knows how to delegate.
Bankurai is mine, mortal. You cannot possibly protect it. Your king and queen will soon be slaves in Cold Harbor.
Not today.
Chains are broken! The garrison is ours!
Yeah, he has a very good voice.
Mark my words. This victory will go down in the history books. This is the day the Empire began to crumble.
Knights of St. Pellin, many of your brothers and sisters died here, but this was the purchase of their sacrifice. Be grateful and be proud!
We have the bastards on the run now. Come, Argella. Come, experience the joy of watching your enemies flee from battle.
Ooh, that's such a sweet joy.
I can't wait to take a load off at the inn.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think we could retake the garrison. I expected to die here. I was even looking forward to it. But my heart is filled with happiness right now. Not for myself, but for the people of Evermore.
Are the Imperials defeated then?
Well, of course the war is far from over, but we've won a crucial battle. Definitely gave the Imperials a black eye. And Evermore is safe. I should return there, but I have a feeling Emmerich will want to press on to liberate southern Bankurai.
Do you think that's wise?
Whether it's wise or not isn't for me to say. All I can say is that if Emmerich wants to push on, I hope you will go with him. It's clear that any undertaking you're a part of is more than likely to succeed.
Your Majesty.
We gave the Imperials a healthy kick in the buttocks, didn't we? I bet they don't stop running until they're behind the walls of Harlin's Stand. We will have to go after them, of course.
Why do we have to go after them?
For one thing, I still haven't seen Septima. I just have to find out how the years have treated the old girl. There's also the matter of liberating southern Bankurai. It's Covenant territory, you know.
How do you propose we liberate southern Bankurai?
One grain of sand at a time, my friend. It's true we don't have the troops to go traipsing off into the desert, but one person can scout Harlin's Stand and see if Septima's there. If only I had a loyal and capable friend here.
Alright, I can go to Harlin's Stand then.
Of course, you can go to Harlin's Stand. Fabulous idea. Yes, my friend. The key to driving the Imperials out of southern Bankurai will be finding and eliminating the Magus General. If you'll track Septima down, we'll be halfway done.
You know, if only Emmerich, Joran, and Irene could stop fighting each other, the three of them would, like, change the world for the better. But they're too busy squabbling over the Ruby Throne. What kind of place is Harlin's Stand?
It's a magnificent city right in the middle of nowhere. Only the gods know why the Red Guards even built it. But it's changed hands many times over the century. Not a subject to bring up when you have Faharajad and Argella in the same room.
If we retake the city, who would get it?
Queen Argella, of course. It's part of Bankurai. Come to think of it, I don't even know why Faharajad wants it. Doesn't he have enough desert cities? You'd think he'd be lobbying for more territory in the wetlands for Mara's sake.
Can you tell me more about Septima Tharn?
Sweet Septima. I may have mentioned before, I actually met
yes,
her when I was just coming of age, tagging along with my father to Cyrodiil. I took quite a fancy to her, but she mocked my advances most cruelly.
Why did she mock your advances?
My father was just a merchant lord from Cumberland, come to kiss the Emperor's ring. I didn't realize it, but I was hardly a match for a Tharn. Even back then, Abner Tharn would never have allowed his niece to be courted by someone like me.
What is the Imperial strategy?
I believe they were aiming to conquer all Bankurai, but we've shown them that that's not going to happen. Septima's likely plotting revenge now, but who knows? Her family's so corrupt with power and necromancy, their motives hardly make sense anymore.
At least Abner's not such a bad egg. Most of the time. Although, Abner's fate is kind of up in the wind right now. Honestly, he probably deserved to be mocked just because he came from a place called Cumberland. Oh, come on. To be fair, Emmerich is known as one of the greatest Bretons of all time. For his strategic mind, his many conquests and victories, and his unification of the Daggerfall Covenant. He made the list of greatest Bretons of all time. Not easy to make a list like that. Fudge Muffet takes their list very seriously. And the fact that they took a character from ESO and Cumberland. Okay, look you. I guess that's a fair point.
We're doomed. They're everywhere. I don't know where they came from. I didn't see them until I grabbed a bucket to douse the flames, and then it attacked me. A Daedra. My fortunes have never looked less pleasing.
What's going on?
Look. Look down the road. My house is on fire, and Daedra roam free. I don't know where my family is. They may be trapped by the fires or killed by those savage beasts.
Where's your well? I'll start with the fires.
Take this bucket. The well's between the houses, but beware those foul creatures. I tripped running away from them and injured my own arm. 3 houses are ablaze. Please, put out the fires before everything burns to the ground.
I'll take care of it.
Look for my fiancée, Milta. I've been away on business and came home to this. I do not know if she lives or fell prey to one of those things.
How long were you gone?
Not long. A few days. Perhaps a week or a bit over that. My house still stands, but if we dally much longer, they and my beloved will turn to ash.
Where have you been?
I'm a traveling merchant, and was away when the Daedra attacked. When Shallan sent word of the first attack, I returned as fast as I could, and found everything ablaze.
Any idea who set the fires?
My first thought was the Imperials did this, but these fires were set too recently. The Imperials left before I set out. Looters, maybe. Or whoever summoned the Daedra.
What makes you think there are survivors?
My neighbor Shallan sent word of the attack. He was certainly alive then. Oh, I hope the others survived. Most of all, my precious Milta. Please, look for them while you deal with the fires.
Okay, this is a pretty pressing matter, so we'll take care of it first. There's lots of people to help in southern Ben Kurai. Oi! Who the heck are you chasing?
Quite the mummy. Okay, there's another one down. Poor Imrek being made fun of by not only Septimus Solomon, who is a cold, icy bitch, but also by Imshark.
And of course we triggered some enemies at the place. Unfortunately, this is not much of a house anymore. It's more like a, it's like a ruin now.
Out here! It's me, Shallan! Help! I'm surrounded!
Surrounded by what? Lava Jack.
Please, help me. I saw you douse the fires. You have to stop the Daedra.
Where are the Daedra coming from?
He showed up after the Imperials marched through. Vysetus. He's summoning more and more Daedra. He gathered those who survived the first Daedric attacks, but I don't know what he may do to them.
Where did he take them?
He took the others up the hill, behind that rock outcropping. Please, save them. I'll try to make it on my own. There's no reason to stay here any longer.
I'll need more information before I set out.
I'll do my best. I'd been hiding, but the fires finally forced me out of my home. I thought I'd be safe here, but it doesn't look as though any place is safe now.
Do you know, Damor?
Yes, he's a good man. He's engaged to my daughter Milta. He was away when the Daedra appeared, and I sent a lad to find him along his usual route. If you know his name, then he's alive, it seems. We are truly blessed.
Do you know anything about, Reeish?
Not much. He's an Imperial, but he arrived after a different group attacked us, then left. I'm sure he will kill his prisoners. Maybe feed them to his Daedra pets. I heard screams from atop the hill. He's there. I know he's there.
Alright, his life is forfeit. Although, he's not high on my to-murder list. Lord Boltrey and Shadowbringers is still at the top of my to-murder list, so. But I can take a little detour.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
Bless you. Bless you.
They're coming for us.
My joy, my heart. Milta lives. Though who knows when I will be able to provide her and her father safe shelter. At least they both live.
What will you do now?
Milta and I will marry. We'll rebuild our homes here once the Daedra leave. And of course, Shallan will live with us. None of this would be possible without your help.
Alright, the reason why I'm coming this way first before we go to Harlan's Stand is there are a couple Imperial bases in this area, and it just makes sense to cut off the Empire's reinforcements by destroying their bases. At least that's the way I justify it. Jean Jacques Elias. Yahoo!
Come on! We haven't got all day. Hold it. You're not working for the Imperials, are you?
No, I'm not.
You've an air of honesty about you. I'll have to trust you. These folks are leaving Bankarai, and I need your help. Imperials attacked and stole some of their valuables. They're understandably jittery.
What kind of valuables?
I have a list. Nothing big or heavy. These are refugees, and the Imperials took things of personal value, heirlooms and such. They're camped near Old Tower. These poor unfortunates asked me to find someone who can get their items back. Can you?
I'll recover the things.
Thank you. I've asked a lot of you, but it means so much to these refugees.
Where's your group headed?
Ah, yes. As to that, I'm actually smuggling them through the desert. I'm a member of the Dragonstar Caravan Company. Smuggling is what we do.
What is the Dragonstar Caravan Company?
Our headquarters are in Evermore. We specialize in delivering anything to anywhere in Tamriel. People are no different than expensive cargo, really.
How much do these refugees pay?
A lot of gold. Some are in debt. We're not a charity, and this isn't exactly a cakewalk. We run a business.
Where did the refugees come from?
They're mostly homeless from Evermore. Conditions for refugees aren't great there now, and most of the city folk don't want to take care of these people, even if they were displaced by a war. That's where the Dragonstar Caravan Company comes in.
Where exactly are you taking them?
Sorry, I can't tell anyone that. Not even the refugees themselves. If anyone talks, then we could get in big trouble.
I guess that makes sense. Go ahead. Oh, hey, I just hit 1800. Or I should have. There we go, 1800. Woo! I'm halfway to the CP cap. Spent quite a bit of time in this delve back when I was doing the hunt for the pieces for the Ebon Wolfmount.
Beck, I hope you're watching.
I can't even tell you how many times I've killed this boss. See, it's not here. Found it. What I really came here for is the Sky Shard. Yeah, I have... There'll be 3 more Sky Shards after I get this one. There'll be the one in the public dungeon. And there's, I think, 2 over me. Now, this quest actually used to be broken, but thankfully they fixed it. At least the last time I checked, they had fixed it. So you won't be able to see it in its broken state, or fortunately for you, you won't see it in its broken state.
I really don't like your odds.
It used to be that that your objectives weren't actually marked on your screen, so you had to walk around and look for the actual things, and some of them are quite difficult to find actually without already previously knowing where they are. So it was like next to impossible. Like this quest was so frustrating, people would just stop doing this quest and never finish it. 2 more sky shards left. 1 overland and 1 in the public dungeon.
Back already, eh? I'm sure my charges are happy to know you tried, even if you couldn't get their things back. We'll be able to head out now.
I found everything on the list.
You did? I mean, good, good. Well now, hopefully we can pack up and move out before another Imperial patrol finds us. Yes, thank you for your help. Thanks.
Yeah, he sure doesn't seem happy, does he?
Thank you so much. I hope to wear this on my wedding day.
Let's ride!
Oh, the desert's not meant for lizards. No, it's not. I mean, it's kind of meant for lizards, because lizards like the heat, but also it's not for lizards because the lizard likes the wet. So, it's kind of up and down whether it's for the lizard.
You there. Do you serve this... You there. Do you scout for the Imperial invaders? Is that why you passed this way?
Why do you ask?
Captain Hellenes and her Imperial troops stole the old tower right from under us. We returned from our patrol to find the position taken by Imperial runts. They must have known we were weak. They must have been warned.
Who would be so treacherous?
Doesn't matter now, does it? The Imperials got in, and the border post is lost. I have a dying request. Bring me the helm of Captain Hellenes, so I can rally others to our banner. We can salvage some honor, at least.
I will show you this trophy in honor of your sacrifice.
In trying to retake Old Tower, I have won only my death. But there is still honor. I can think of nothing but taking Captain Hellenes' helm. It will rally Covenant troops to this camp, and we will reclaim the tower once more.
What will you do now?
My sister wives, Shagrum Gradumba and Shamush Gradumba, will look after me. They know what to do if I don't recover. But all will be well. Be assured of it.
Don't die while I'm gone.
If I die while you are gone, that is Moloch's will. As long as my death has honor, I have no sorrow in its coming. My sister wives, Shagrum Gradumba and Shamush Gradumba, will do what they must, when they must.
What will you do now?
My sister wives, Shagrum Gradumba.
So, when he says sister wives, do you think that means that they are his sisters, or that they are themselves sisters?
I do not know if Captain Wardouche will last much longer. Bring him this thing he yearns for, that he may feel victory in his hands once more before embracing a warrior's death.
What could help him now?
His life is in Moloch's hands, but his honor is his own. He thinks that taking this helmet will burnish his honor, so fetch it. Or do not. We will stay here until we must do what must be done.
Captain Wardouche believes we Covenant troops require a symbol to rally behind, but he is mistaken. The old tower is occupied by an Imperial cohort. No stolen hat will change those odds.
Captain Hillis' helmet won't help him?
Captain Wardouche fights even now, but his wounds are too severe. He knows this, but rejects defeat. Bring him his trinket of retribution, if only to allow him to pass with honor.
Alright. There's the old tower way up there. Oh, hey, somebody called the Scarab.
Psst. Over here. Pardon my manners, I can't rise to bow. I'm afraid I'm not as spry as I was. Won't be for a while.
What happened to you?
I tried to infiltrate the Imperial camp. Falsify their orders. Wanted to send them far from here. It was a great plan, but flawed, for I am not the man I once was. Idle days have stolen my strength. I fled into the rocks after I was wounded.
Infiltrating camps, falsifying orders, who are you?
They once called me the Sly Scarab, but my given name is Mazrahil. Other questions must wait. Those orders are of paramount importance. If you get them, I can hobble unnoticed to the ruins below the gate and await you there. Will you help me?
I'll look for the Imperial orders.
Imperials and beetles both have surly dispositions and sharp implements, but you must persevere. The future of Bankarai may rest on your shoulders. Once I catch my breath, I'll meet you at the ruins below the Craglorn Gate.
What were you doing out here?
I have a dead drop at the base of the Craglorn Gates. No one has left the Scarab a note for years, but I always check. Old habits, yes? Anyway, I saw the smoke from the road and decided to investigate.
Where do you think they came from?
Holland's Stand, I wager. I cannot stand the thought of those diamond-backed jackals occupying my city. Once my work here is complete, what am I saying? My knees creak just climbing into bed. Scrambling rooftops at my age is a fool's game.
Why are these orders so important?
These Imperial dogs are creatures of routine. They'd likely die of starvation if a dining schedule weren't posted outside the company's mess. But we can count on them to follow orders without question.
So your falsified orders will send them back to Cyrodiil?
They should. I'm a fair hand at forgery, if I do say so myself. These should do the trick, all right.
I'll see what I can do.
Hurry. I saw them burnishing their weapons and armor while I crept through their camp. I think they intend to march soon.
I think that's good. We're just going in a circle at that point. Alright, now the world has freaked out when I've walked up these stairs before, so I'm hoping it doesn't happen again.
I guess this is a fight now.
I got the orders, but let's go and take care of the... Oh wait, I'm gonna have to come back up here again anyways. Let's go talk to the Scarab. I'm gonna have to come back up here anyways. There's no point in finishing up that one quest up here, then just having to come right back up again.
Fast and effective. Onsi has blessed me with a capable ally in my time of need. Now let's take a look at what you found, and we'll learn if fortune continues to favor us today.
What do the documents say?
The 7th Legion soldiers here have been ordered to find and loot the dwarven city of Volenfell for an ancient device their Chancellor seeks. I've forged new orders that will send them back to Cyrodiil instead, but they lack an official seal.
How do we get one?
Well, I hope you mean, how can you get one? If you can find an Imperial officer's signet, that will serve the purpose. They're carried by Legion officers, of which there are 2. Lieutenant Corvinus and Lieutenant Voteprix at this camp.
What do I do after that?
Here are the phony orders. Just place them into the dispatch chest in the command tent by the tower, with the Imperial officer's signet folded inside them. If you can make this work, we'll send those Legionnaires back to where they came from.
I'll plant the false orders after I secure the Imperial officer's signet. Which is why I have to go all the way back up. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm suddenly yawning so much. I might need a nap before game today, which I'll have plenty of time for once the stream is done. Lieutenant's dead.
That was a bit of a warm-up. I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Glad one of us is still nimble. I couldn't get any further up the slope than this. In the confusion of your violent entry and exit, they won't notice their papers were disturbed. Sometimes rowdy is better than sly.
You seem quite sure of that.
Of course. And because of your actions here, they will never find the magic weapon Chancellor Thorn wants. That's good news for the Covenant, and possibly for all of Tamriel. Why, we're heroes! Go. Don't worry about me. My faith's been justified this day more times than I care to count. I'll be better presently, but this is the last adventure for the Sly Scarab.
You never did tell me why you're called the Sly Scarab.
You're right. I didn't.
Care to elaborate?
You've heard of the Black Drake, yes?
Remind me.
Funny. It's been decades, but now facing these Imperials, it feels like days. Long ago, the Reachmen were called to war by a mighty chieftain known as Durkarach, the Black Drake, a feral man-mountain.
Go on.
Well, his exploits and demise are well documented. Less well known is the aftermath. The Black Drake and his horde tore Holland's stand to pieces. All goods of value were stolen or destroyed. All semblance of civic order was broken.
What? So, what did you do?
Not enough, but I did what I could. I exposed criminal plots, abducted corrupt bureaucrats, broke political prisoners out of dungeons. Some town crier started calling me the Sly Scarab. I'm still not exactly sure why.
So you plan to retire?
Well, it had to come someday. Being the Scarab has never been a choice. I did what I had to do. But this is my last exploit. I think it's time for a good long walkabout in the deep desert.
All right. Looks like he didn't make it.
Captain Wardouche could not wait for you to return. My sister gave him an end befitting a warrior. Keep the helmet of his foe. We do not need reminders of this folly.
You killed him?
Yes. Once his suffering was greater than his need to see his revenge made manifest. Keep the trophy if you wish. The idea that waving a stolen hat would somehow restore the old tower to us was nothing but a dying orc's folly.
Rest in peace, you poor sod. Okay. Got more side stuff to do. Where's that quest sending me? Oh, I have a feeling I know where this quest needs me to go, but hold on, we gotta do this first. We gotta start this first, at least.
My wife, Tall Papa, help me. What have I done? Please, you must help.
What's wrong?
It is my wife, my beautiful Adina. Something dark claimed her, Wayfarer. It's using her, like a puppet. By Tawaka's breath, I think it might be Daedra. It's been luring people into the ruins. My wife is down there. Please help me.
I could look for her.
Oh, stranger, you are kind beyond measure. I called upon Adina's twin sister Izara 2 days ago. She's a powerful mage, you see. I thought she'd deal with the monster and be back by sundown, but she still has not returned.
I'll try to find her.
I hope you can find her.
What is this place?
It's called the Nilata Ruins. Holland's elders say it was the site of an old alien fortress. I don't know if that's true. All I know is that it's a decent place for grazing. At least it used to be. I am sorry I'm not a historian.
What were you doing in these ruins?
I bring my goats here to graze. My mother always said the grass here was finer. The ruins made it so. One of my smallest found a doorway and ran inside. I gave chase and found. Well, now I don't know what I found. She seemed so beautiful.
She?
Well, yes. I found a talisman in the dark and a beautiful spirit appeared. She called herself a Nexiel. Beautiful Nexiel. It's not important. She deceived me. She said she needed a vessel. Someone with magic in their blood.
Your wife?
Yes. I'm not proud of it. My wife is lovely, but so meek, so quiet. Anexiel and I had so much in common. She was light-hearted and smart. Seductive. It doesn't matter now. All that matters is my wife's safety. I just want to hold her again.
Why did you have to get Izira to help you?
I didn't know what else to do. If I had told anyone in town, they might have lynched me on the spot. Consorting with Daedra. It is unforgivable. Izara is a powerful mage. She is also Edina's identical twin. It just seemed like the only thing to do.
You say she's a mage?
Yes. We Red Guards take care to avoid magic. But Izara was never ashamed. She studied long and long in both Daggerfall and Wayrest. She's a true sorcerer. Her and Edina both have magic in their blood. Edina is just better at hiding it.
What did she say when you told her what happened?
I didn't. That is, I didn't tell her everything. If she knew what I had done, she might have turned me to salt or set me on fire. I may deserve those things, but not until I see my beloved wife free of that monster.
What is this place?
It's called the Nilata Ruins. Holland's elders say it was the site of an old alien fortress. I don't know if that's true. All I know is that it's a decent place for grazing. At least it used to be.
Okay, we've already been through that. Yeah, I think that sounds like an idiot to you. Congratulations, you win a prize. Look at all the dead spiders. Hey, Celestia Argonian Maid Volume 1. Act 4, Scene 3, continued. Lives her tale. Certainly not, kind sir. I am here but to clean your chambers. Oh no! I have no idea what it is you imply, Master. I am but a poor Argonian maid. Reeish tucks this away in his bag for later study. When Miri's not around.
Damn these spiders.
Najen sent me. Are you alright?
Najan. He finds yet another person to do a husband's work for him. Pathetic. Don't concern yourself with my wounds. The door to the ruins has been sealed by an alien spell key. You must destroy the focus stones protecting it so we can get inside.
Will you be safe here?
I thank you for your concern, but I am well versed in restorative magics. I will recover quickly. Mephalah's web grows tighter by the minute. Meet me at the spell key in the center of the ruins once you've destroyed the 4 focus stones.
Alright.
Good luck.
You mentioned Mephalah?
Yes. You appear wise and well-traveled. Surely you have heard of her.
Remind me.
Mephalah is the demon prince of murder, secrets, and seduction. Some call her the web spinner, like a spider. Mephalah is always weaving a web of intrigue and terror. Unfortunately, I believe my precious Edina has been ensnared.
So you think that Mephalah is behind this?
Directly? No. I doubt that Mephalah would take an interest in the affairs of a goat farmer and his wife. But the web spinner has many servants. A secluded ruin, a foolish, lustful farmer. Such an opportunity might be hard to pass up.
Can you tell me more about these focus stones?
Of course. This ruin hides all manner of secrets, one of which is a spell key. 3,000 years ago, we might have needed a whole host of mages to break its hold on the door, but now, it's a brittle relic.
So the focus stones are keeping it together?
Exactly. The Daedra must have sensed the fragility of the key and empowered the focus stones to protect it. There's something akin to Welkin stones, albeit larger and more unstable. It shouldn't take much effort to break them.
Is it really as simple as you making it out to be?
Well, yes, there's the spiders, but I'm sure there'll be no trouble for a hero of your stature. As far as the strength of the ward, the Daedra probably didn't have time to prepare. It may simply be stalling until it can complete its ritual.
Ritual?
Yes, it's complicated. I apologize for being vague, but every minute we spend talking is another minute that my sister is in danger. I promise you I'll explain more when you've dealt with the focus stones.
You mentioned... Okay, good. Oh look, it's an Imperial soldier.
Oh, please, I need your help.
What's happening here?
We were patrolling the ruins. Rumor was that Redguard insurgents were camped out here storing food and supplies. It didn't take long for the spiders to find us. Soldiers started disappearing, one at a time. I beg you, help me find them.
And if I help you?
We've no time to request help from our troops in Hollandstand, and the soldiers will die unless someone saves them. The spiders trussed their victims up and dragged them deeper into the ruins. We'll pay you for your help.
Alright, I'll do it.
Thank you. Take this ice rune. Captain Jamel gave it to me to freeze the webs trapping the others. It should make them brittle enough for our soldiers to break free.
Will you be alright?
I think so. I took a knife to the wound to let the venom seep out. I don't know if it'll do any good, but I think the numbness in my legs has started to wear off. Might just be wishful thinking, though.
Can you tell me more about what happened?
There's something about these ruins. I can't say for sure, but I think they're haunted. Last night, my mate Claudius said he heard whispers. Said it sounded like his mother or some such. By morning, he'd vanished. This place is evil. Pure and simple.
Why would the Imperial's troops be in Hollandstand?
You don't know? Well, this is awkward. The 7th Imperial Legion has taken ownership of the city.
How did that happen?
Hey, I'm just a foot soldier. All I know is we took it with very little resistance. It was a welcome surprise. Rumor has it Hollandstand has been besieged more than once. We expected heavy casualties, but we're blessed with very few.
Alright. So we'll be on the lookout for the Imperials while we're going through.
I thought I was done for.
Honestly, it's not in my best interest to free them, but whatever. Guess who's gonna have to stop to talk to the crow again? Come on, peddler prizes.
What an...
Wait, give me those back. That should be good for now.
You have more shine.
Although probably not for as long as I might hope, because of this whole how much loot they're dropping.
Did you see those witches back there? I followed one here from Holland's stand. She tricked me. The dung-heap wench. She stole one of the books from the Mages Guild.
I know, you already told me.
Me? No. I've never seen you before in my entire life. Besides, I've only been here a few minutes. Say though, if you already know about the book, I don't suppose you'd be willing to help me get it back?
Yes, I already went and retrieved it for you.
Yes, this is the right book. Just saw the witches using it a few minutes ago. I don't understand how this happened, but I sure do appreciate it. If I get this book back to the guild hall fast, they might not even notice it was gone. If only I could turn back time. Just a few hours.
You did turn back time, or the witch did. Spiders everywhere.
Ah, you made it. And I sense that the focus stones have been dealt with? Well done, hero.
What now?
Now that the focus stones are destroyed, I can deal with this infernal spell key. We should be able to enter the ruins in short order.
How will you do that?
As I said before, the spell key is a brittle and aged relic. I'll weave a simple enchantment, and that should be the end of it.
Alright.
Take care, my friend. The spell key is going to become unstable. The effects may be explosive. Now, we have some grim business to discuss. I pray that you will have the strength of will to see this through.
What is it?
It's the ritual. I did not have the heart to speak of it before, but I can't put it off any longer. That fool Najan told me that the Daedra has been abducting people. It is, no doubt, collecting them for a summoning ritual.
Summoning ritual?
Yes. It plans to summon its true form here, to Mundus. It will need living sacrifices to do so. We have to deprive it of those living offerings.
You mean kill them?
Please, do not think of it as murder. Look around. These people were dragged below by some of the most venomous spiders in all of Tamriel. The toxins they were injected with, victims do not recover from such encounters.
Is there no other way?
None. They are beyond help. I beg you to look on this as a kindness. Their souls will find more comfort in Aetherius, I assure you. Take my talisman. It will make it easier. Use it on any victims you find, be a true hero, and set them free.
Alright.
That should do it. We can enter the ruins now.
That sure doesn't sound like it made it easier.
Still here. Asking. Off with you, Swit!
Nexiel? Is that you? Nexiel, please! I beg you for Morwa's mercy. Release my sister! Oh, stranger. What have you done?
What do you mean?
The woman you are escorting, oh, Wayfarer, she is not my sister. The Daedra Nexiel has taken control of her. Can you not see it?
Explain yourself.
Yes, I'm sorry. Forgive me. When my sister heard that I had been taken by a Daedra, she came to rescue me. I was possessed for, I don't know, hours, days, weeks? My memory, it's nothing but screaming and dancing shadows.
Go on.
It's all so foggy, muddled. She drew the creature out of me and into herself. She was gritting her teeth and screaming. Oh, it was horrible. She said she was going to put up wards before the creature overtook her, to keep the monster out.
To keep the ritual from taking place?
Yes, yes, Wayfarer, just so. Don't let it win.
I have been misled.
Silence, creature. Adina's the one possessed. The Daedra is trying to trick you. Don't believe its lies.
No, you must believe me. You can't let it finish the ritual. You can't.
So long as that thing lives, so does the ritual. You have to kill it to end this.
Please, listen to me. If the ritual completes, who knows how many innocent lives may be lost?
Okay, so we have a choice. We can, we have to figure out which one of these is the fake one. So hold on, let's talk to them.
We can't wait any longer. She's already free of her bonds. Please, in Rupka's name, use the talisman and release her.
Why should I believe you?
Have I not earned your trust? I've had countless opportunities to attack you, to slay you, but I haven't. Did I not tell you that Mephala is the Prince of Secrets, the spinner of lies and mistrust? You are being deceived. You must act.
Is there a way to prove that you're telling the truth?
Look into your heart. Have you been wrong this whole time? Is your compass that broken? I don't offer comfort, but I do offer truth. My sister is lost to that thing. It breaks my heart. But we must finish what we started. The choice is yours.
I'll think on it.
Listen to me, Wayfarer, please. That is not my sister. Not anymore. You can't believe its lies. It's manipulating you.
Why should I believe you?
Because what I'm saying is true. Oh, I've never been good at speaking my mind. Please, stranger, think of what you've done.
Is there any way to prove you're telling the truth?
If there was, I would have told you already.
If I believed you, what should I do about Izara?
What's that in your hand? Is that her talisman? In my trance, I heard a voice. When it wasn't screaming, it whispered about a talisman just like that. If you use it on my sister, it might draw the creature out.
I'll consider it. Alright, we have a choice. Anybody who's in the chat currently, are we going to side with Izara, or are we going to side with Adina? Which one do you think is lying, and which one do you think is being truthful? So you want to go with Adina? I don't trust random words she hears in a trance. That's fair enough. So we pick her if that's what you want. Okay.
Oh, what an unfortunate miscalculation. 5 innocent deaths on your head in as many minutes. I do hope you remember to say your prayers tonight. The ritual is complete. And my first act will be to reclaim my body and destroy you.
So, little spoiler alert, it made absolutely no difference which of them you killed, because they're identical twins. If either of them died, it completes the ritual. So, it honestly didn't matter which one we picked.
Onsi's blade, it released me. It let me go.
What happened?
An Exiel tricked you. I was the one who was possessed. You finished the ritual, and now it's gone to claim its new body.
I won't let it leave these ruins.
Good. Go after it. We can only hope it's still weak enough to defeat in its new form.
I'll do what I can. Honestly, I kind of felt it's a bit of a mercy for Adina, because, like, what was Adina gonna live to? A unfaithful disgrace of a husband and a dead sister? Like,
Oh,
I don't know.
Come meet your sweet. Lie still, my sweet.
Another thread cut, yet the loom spin. And now you think yourself free of the web. What a delightful fiction.
Oh great, it's Mephala.
Oh yes, come closer. How strong you look with my minion's blood on your hands.
Who are you?
I would have thought someone as mighty and well-traveled as you might already know. I am Mephala, the Lady of Whispers.
What are you doing here?
A fair question. I don't often come to greet those who would slay my servants. But you, oh, there's something different about you. The scarred wrists of a cold harbor slave, yet such a regal bearing.
What was Annalix trying to do?
Trying to do? Oh, no. You strong, beautiful fool. Do you think she failed? A marriage ruined, a sister slain, souls lost, families broken. And to think, all of this began with a wayward goat. What a gorgeous and horrifying tapestry.
So there was no greater plot?
What a predictably mortal question. Small, great, the same. Each thread tugs the other. Petty jealousy, an unintended slight, dog-like lusts. These are the things that bring empires to ruin. Think on this, my dear. I'll be watching.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. I try so hard, and that's so.
So, you killed it.
It's over, but a strange voice spoke to me.
What kind of voice?
It claimed to be Mephala.
Curse that monster. This is all her fault. Hers and Najan's. I'll never forgive either of them. Or forget. Come, let's get out of here.
Alright. Now these spiders will not attack me anymore, unless I attack first, so I can just walk right through with impunity. Consider it a parting gift from Mephala to allow us to roam this area unmolested. She'd probably enjoy it, to be honest. That's the scary part. She'd probably enjoy it. She'd probably like, kinky. She's a bitch like that. Like, this is a typical Tuesday for me. Okay, one more victim to find. And there we go.
Captain, look! It's the stranger who saved us.
My soldiers have been returning one at a time. Some still complain of numbness. Some are half blind. But they're alive. That's what matters. Thank you.
You're leaving, right?
Yes, of course. To oblivion with this whole campaign folly and the 7th Legion. As you can see, My men are securing their gear and preparing for the march back to Cyrodiil. It's a long journey, but it'll be good to fight where we're needed.
Complete quest. Alright, go turn in this other quest, and then we can move on. There's a couple more places. I'd like to get at least one more location done, if not both the other major locations that need to be done before we continue the main story.
Zara? Praised Rupka, it is good to see you safe. Where is Edina?
Najan, you cowardly snake. She's dead. Slain by that monster you lusted after.
No, no, that cannot be true. You were supposed to save her.
And what about you? Could you not have saved her? No. You were busy out here cowering behind rocks like a... After all she did for you, all she sacrificed, you cast her into oblivion for a fool's pleasure. You disgust me.
Izara, I didn't know if...
My sister deserved better than you, a better life than you. If I ever see you again, there aren't words for what I'll do to you.
Edina, by the eight, what have I done? I never meant for this to happen.
Well, it happened.
Izara was right. I failed her. She was beautiful and kind-hearted. My foolishness killed her. Sep, take me.
What will you do now?
Leave. Maybe I'll walk into the desert and put an end to it. I deserve worse. I should go to Edina's family first, to apologize. I won't ask for forgiveness, though. I'm beyond such things.
Isaiah might be there.
I hope that she is. Perhaps killing me will grant her some solace. She deserves justice. I deserve to die.
A marriage in ruins.
I bet this place is full of interesting history. I should try looking it up later.
Okay, that's for the dungeon quest. We are not doing that currently. Well, I mean, we will come back and do it for sure, but not right this moment. I'm looking for Onsi's Breath Way Shrine before we do that. There it is. There we go. Oh, the Mysteries of Sheogorath. Volume 2, no less. Onsi's Breath, which this could be our last quest for this
Watch out
for
the
today.
Imperial traveling to Onsi's Breath. Do you wish to be enslaved? Imperial soldiers will drag you into the mines if you're not careful. That's how they caught us.
Who are you?
I am unimportant. Only what I've done matters, and what I can do to fix it. I've waited for an opportunity to right this wrong since I escaped. Have you any strong love for the Imperials, or can you help?
What can I do?
My friend Snaruga was staked out to die. Free her, Then meet me near the eastern mine entrance. I would accompany you myself, but they broke my fingers when they tortured me. I cannot hold my sword.
I'll take care of this.
Fortunately, I'm on the stealthy side. That's not Snaruga's way, though. The old girl gave the Imperials too many black eyes. They dare not trust her with a pick.
How did you escape?
After the Imperials tortured me, I played dead. They threw me out to feed the jackals. My skills have never been tested more so than these past few days. I've kept watch on their camp, biding my time, which is how I know about Snaruga.
Who is Snaruga?
Snaruga? A friend. A rival. We compete for the same business, one might say. In any case, she doesn't deserve to die that way. I'd rather kill her myself sometimes.
Is this an Imperial mine?
This place? I don't think it is, but they're making use of it. Not enough of their own workers, so they conscript anyone they come across. And they happened to come across me and Snaruga arguing not far from here. Caught us by surprise.
Enough questions, I better hurry and free your friend.
Yes. Good. She's amongst some tents, tied up like a goat. If it weren't so serious a matter, I'd find it amusing. I'll meet you by the mine entrance. Thank you.
What?
Let me unlock those shackles.
By Moloch's sulphurous hatred! And here I thought that traitor and bandit was our only hope. Where's Rahanal, that bastard? Left me here to rot. I'll rot him.
He sent me to free you.
He did he? Wait till I get my hands around his throat. The key to these shackles is kept in their surveyor's tent on the hillside across from us. Free me, so I can kill Rahanal.
Why do you want to kill him? He said you were friends.
Friends? Friends? He's a liar, a thief, and a cheat. What kind of friend is that? I may be a bandit, but I've got standards, unlike that desert lowlife.
You're a bandit?
Don't tell me you've never borrowed anything without permission. I've always been free-spirited. Otherwise, I'd be in a stronghold somewhere living like some toothless villager.
You chose banditry over living in a stronghold?
And not that you would understand firsthand, but if I can't be the chieftain with a hearth husband, forge husband, then no. So I say, to Moloch's hoary nethers with all strongholds, I am not a sign of status for any man.
How'd the Imperials catch you?
Are you mocking me? Ask Rahanal how they caught us. Besides, I can't change my passion for adventure. Would you give up a life of danger to be a swineherd?
Not everyone chooses this life of their own accord.
Then I say it is they who are fools in the end. I may look a fool today, but I will feel the warm spray of Imperial blood across my lips, and it will cleanse this weakness. You have a triumphant look about you. Spit it out! Have you the key or not?
Yes, I have it.
Release me so I can give Rahanal the thanks he so richly deserves.
He's waiting for me by the eastern mine entrance.
I'll get a weapon and catch up to you and Rahanal.
Keep low and remain vigilant. The Imperials are thieves without honor.
Yeah, your friend is free.
More was blessed bosom. Loath as I am to send you from one danger to the next, the 7th Legion's captives in the mine need your deft aid too, if you're willing to go on.
Will the key that I used to free Sinagra work for them too?
It will, but to prevent you from freeing every miner within, I suggest that you seek out one captive in particular. He used to run this mine before they took it from him. They still allow him freedom of the camp, unlike the others, however.
He's working with them?
Foreman Connor is not helping them. He helps the miners. Without his knowledgeable eye, the central chamber would collapse on top of the conscripts while they work. This was his mine, and the Legion took it from him. I assure you, he's no Imperial puppet.
What will you be doing?
I will seek the man who runs this accursed camp, Pantheus Varro. He and his men are concentrated on the other side of the encampment beyond the palisade wall, by the barred gate. Should you need me, look for me there after you give Foreman Connor the key.
I will look for the conscripted foreman then.
Take the taciturn Snaruga with you, will you? I don't want to feel her slicing me to ribbons with anything but her eyes. Not until everyone's free.
Why did she call you a traitor?
The Imperial commander, Pantheus Varro, tortured me. He broke something in my hand and wrist, and I told him where to find the others. I put my comfort over theirs. Snaruga heard me, and she'll never forget.
What is this place anyway?
Onsi's breath is the most lucrative mine in the whole of Bankurai. This is why the name it carries comes from Great Onsi, as it yields much and more for the making of weapons and armor. That's why Pantheus Varro took this place by force.
How long have you known Sugra?
Too long. Sometimes allies, mostly rivals. To the Imperials, we are all the enemy, regardless of what we were before. Likewise, they are now our enemy, above any other. Hopefully, Snaruga hates them more than she hates me at this point.
Who is Pantheus Varro?
He commands this group. I don't know their affiliation. They're here for the mines, and that's all he cares about. He'll keep it running no matter how many conscripts he kills.
Okay.
I never used to fight this much until I met you. Still here. Thanks for asking.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm here to help. I have the key to the manacles.
Is this another test? I'm not trying to escape, I told you. I am not leaving this mine. Nobody else knows how to reinforce versus structural collapse.
Do I look like I'm part of the Legion?
I still find it hard to believe that this is truly an escape attempt.
You'll just have to trust me.
Trust? Pantheus Varro's damned games have torn all trust from us. If you're here to dupe me, then just get on with it and dupe me. I'd rather be chained out in the sun than suffer the indignation of being played with like a puppy.
Here's the key. Can I count on you to free the miners?
Oh, you can believe that I will. If this is part of some scheme, it's not a very good one. Only one thing would turn this mine over more quickly than just striking the chains from these miners, after what's been done to them.
What could that be?
Well, if you're truthfully with Pantheus Varro, then I've already said enough to seal my fate. Look for a chamber on the far side of the mine. There, you will find a massive stockpile of coal, which is a tempting target for sabotage, if one was so inclined.
I will look for it.
Get clear! It's going to... Burn it!
Did you hear that? Rahanal's in trouble. here to find lazy bones dying on the job. I'm not having it. No one kills him but me.
Is he alright?
He'll do. Go kill Pantheus Varro. I'll get Rahanal to our friends before he bleeds out.
Where is he now?
Rahanal said he's on the hill looking out toward the desert. I'd go with you, but someone has to carry this big baby to safety. Good luck.
Set it ablaze!
Do you want to brag about that, or should I?
You're back! I told Rahanal not to worry about you. Unlike some people I could name, you can handle yourself in a pinch.
Yeah, Pantheus is dead. What'll happen now?
I had no doubts you'd triumph. This may not be a stronghold, but there are people who need me. We'll fight back until the Imperials are beaten, or we die in glorious battle.
Complete.
I know people despise the Ashaba, but I appreciate the sacrifice you make.
Alright, so that's pretty much where we're going to end off for this week. There's just one. I'm going to go ahead and ride to the next location where we're going to do the first quest of next week. And we'll go ahead and stop off there. And then next week we are going to do this area that we're riding to first. Then we're going to do Holland's Stand. And if we have time, we'll go and do the public dungeon, which will leave the final quest over here for the last stream of April, if everything goes right. Here it is. Here's where the quest starts. I mean, we might have time to do this quest today. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. It's fine. I think we have plenty of time to do it. Lady Laurent.
My expedition is ruined. One catastrophe after another. Oh, we meet again. You wouldn't happen to be interested in performing a few light duties, would you? I'm in need of a temporary assistant.
Perhaps. What are you doing out here?
I've been researching ancient Yokuden ruins to see what light they cast on modern Redguard culture. It's quite fascinating, but not without peril. My erstwhile assistant was, incapacitated during one of my experiments, and I hope to recover him.
Recover? Is he alive?
Quite so. At least he should be, once I reverse the transmogrification. But all in good time. I'll need you to find where Stibbons put my alchemy supplies, and perform his other duties while he's absent. Best get started.
Alright, where do you think he put your supplies?
All my best things are at my second camp, through these ruins. Then we'll need to make our way over to my first camp, by the dig site. Unfortunately, it's overrun by goblins.
Goblins? Is that what you're researching?
The goblins? Certainly not. I've been studying the local gargoyles. I believe they're the key to certain Yokuden myths and legends. The goblins are irrelevant. Their interference has been most inconvenient. Do be a dear and show them no mercy.
Laurent.
Let's get on with it, shall we? Stibbons isn't going to revive himself.
Here's your alchemical equipment.
Yes, most satisfactory. Stibbons would have dusted them off as well, but one mustn't be choosy, must one? Now, off to our first camp at the dig site, where we'll find my man Stibbons. Shall we?
Let's go.
I'm back, Stibbins. Glad to see you haven't run off anywhere.
He kind of can't run off
What a
anywhere. He's kind of a
hodgepodge.
statue.
How is one supposed to find anything in here? Please, pay me no mind. I didn't expect to react so strongly to seeing poor Stibbins in this state. Now, notes.
Notes.
I suppose you should know the truth. Ancient inscriptions here described some unique alchemical processes, which I tried to duplicate. I fear I succeeded all too well, and Stibbins' unfortunate condition is the result.
You turned him to stone?
Yes, but I'm certain I can restore him if we find his, my notes. Stibbins put them in a safe place somewhere in this camp. I'm sure you can find them. You're ever so handy at that sort of thing.
Okay.
Julianos' little teapot. Where could they be?
I found them.
Oh, praise the divines. You're a lifesaver, Stibbins. Whatever your name is. At any rate, give me a moment to read these over, and I'll know what I need next. Ah, yes. Now I recall how it was. Stendar smite them. The goblins took my reagents. Would serve them right if they ate them, the wretches. It gives me an idea.
What's that?
I need to develop an antidote for the Yokuden Stoneflesh potion. And to be safe, I'll need to test it on other research subjects before applying it to Stibbins. So I need the original reagents back so I can make more of the Stoneflesh potion.
What good would that do?
So we can use it on the goblins, of course. Once they're petrified, they'll be the test subjects for my antidote. Let's go recover my reagents from those beasts. Then I must check my notes against the Yokuden inscriptions. If I can find them again.
Okay.
These writings are very old indeed. How gratifying. Oh, this is a curious one. I must have missed it on my first pass. In an instant. You're rather useful in your own way. Meritorious work. Now, according to my notes, I just need to combine these reagents and shake the vial.
Yeah, the potion's ready?
Indeed it is. It's up to you to administer it, of course. You should probably pour it into whatever noisome slumgullion they're brewing up in those cookpots. While you're attending to that, I'll consult with our hireling guide.
You have a guide?
Oh yes, his name's Mare. He's rather a crazy old hermit, but he certainly knows his way around these old Yokuden ruins. He lives in a nearby cave overlooking the ruins. Hermit's Climb, they call it.
Why didn't you ask him to help rescue Stippens?
I tried, but he refused to go near the goblins. Besides, he's quite mad. He's become entirely preoccupied with some ancient Yokuden riddle. You'll see when you meet him. Perhaps you'll be able to talk some sense into him.
Alright.
Get back, you betcha!
Okay. Honestly, I'm questioning the logic of staying awake longer to finish this. I could definitely use a nap.
Still as the stone that walks. Yes. They remember, you know. They carry their histories etched in their flesh.
Walking stone, is that poetic or literal?
Hearken, Wayfarer. They were here before the walls rose, and they are here after. And yet some mock these lowly creatures for worshipping them. What folly! The flying stones hold the secret you seek. In their unyielding flesh, that is not.
Are you as crazy as you pretend to be?
There are no dunes without wind. Yet, when the wind is gone, the dune remains, eh? Tons of stone, young seeker. Tons of stone.
You see? Quite maddening. And all I have to go on are these similarly arcane inscriptions from the ruins.
What do you need him? What do you need from him?
The Yokuden inscriptions are mysterious. Frankly, I'm baffled by them. But Mare has dropped hints that he knows what they mean. I'm sure he could tell me what I want to know, if I could only figure out how to give him what he wants.
So what does he want?
He wants the answer to the riddle of the inscriptions. He'll tell me my answer if I'll give him his answer, or something like that. It's maddening. Stibbins would know what to do, I'm sure. He was always good at seeing what's right in front of me.
But what do you need the inscriptions for?
They contain the key to the antidote for my stoneflesh potion. Somehow, the gargoyles inspired the early Redguards to experiment with their own flesh and bone. If I could only understand their cryptic inscriptions, I could master their alchemy.
Sword and spell are useless as it fells man and beast alike, given time the mountains themselves. The hawk watches over sands without effort, but what watches over the hawk? Mother gives the first gift to her son, and for the rest of his life, he did keep it with him.
You have answers. Answers are more to me than water. Answers. Answers.
So you're looking for an answer to a riddle?
A riddle? No. The riddle. The one these ruins whisper every night. The one that hums through the walls when the sun beats upon them. You know whereof I speak. You've read the 3 inscriptions. If you haven't, what are you waiting for?
I think the answer you're looking for is air.
Air. Yes, that's it. The breeze. The breath of Tava. Ah, devious Sep. You wind a fateful path in this desert. Here then is your answer. Within the maw and between the teeth. The gargoyle cannot hide its mortality forever.
The tongue, of course!
He told us stone tongues. He actually had already told us the answer. We just weren't listening
They're coming for
properly.
us. I hope you're watching.
Okay, what am I doing wrong with harvesting the golem? These constant battles are just drawing it out, making it go even longer. I'm so sleepy. Seriously, where's Lady Laurent?
Hey, stick with me.
Okay, I'm doing something wrong. Hold on a second. If I could just not be in combat for 2 seconds, please. Thank you. It was irritating. So it's been a while since I've done this quest, and I don't remember how to proceed. I hope it isn't broken. Because I'm starting to get really irritated by the fact I've killed three gargoyles and it's still not sufficient. See, it says that am I outside? I'm not outside the quest designated area though. That's the weird part. I'm inside the quest designated area. Let's try this one. See if this one works. Sorry, I lost my temper there for a second. God, that was so irritating. See, and it didn't count that one either. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And there's just so many goblins. Come on, game. Hold on, I'm gonna try something. I I think the quest might be broken. If this doesn't work, I'll try logging out and logging back in and see if that fixes it. And then if ultimately that doesn't work, we're just going to have to abandon this quest and come back to it at a later time. Let's go see if we can find another goblin inside the range. Or not goblin, gargoyle inside the range.
Keep them on the back foot!
Hold on. Is she still over here? No, she disappeared. Where did she go, though? I thought she'd be right behind me. Okay, I don't have any other choice. I'm gonna have to log out and log back in. Sometimes that'll fix problems with the game. Worst comes to worst, I can just abandon it and come back to it at a later time. Alright, let's try it again. That one doesn't count, that one's outside the circle. That one's inside the circle.
Beck, I hope you're watching. You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
And of course my controller's battery died without a low battery warning. There she is. I guess that one didn't count either, but she's with us now, so that's a good sign. So let's kill this one over here and see if that does it. Oh, come on. Are you gonna do the thing, Lady Laurent, please? Lady Laurent, please, take its time. Just despawned.
Ugh, how very disgusting.
Wait, is that it? Yes, thank God. It's done. God, I was getting so frustrated.
Arce's beard. Could anything be more disgusting than this gargoyle?
Hold on.
Arce's beard. Could anything be more disgusting than this gargoyle's tongue? Oh, one must make the best of it, I suppose. Now, how to prepare the antidote.
You don't know?
That's why I had you dose the goblin's stew. Do pay attention. Several of them must have been petrified by now. I've prepared several versions of the antidote. I'll need you to apply it to the petrified goblins and record the results.
What will you be doing?
Well, I shall have to somehow drag Stibbins back to the other camp. It's a bother, but there's no help for it. Once you've observed the results of your trials, meet me back there with your report. That data should enable me to concoct the final antidote.
Alrighty. Let's go free some goblins. Let's go free some goblins. Well, that one was a failure. There's another failure. That was, I think that explosion was even bigger than the first two. Well, they all exploded. Will this be the day that Steven's luck finally runs out and Steven goes boom?
Did you use all of them? I do hope you paid close attention to their effects.
I did. They petrified goblins either melted or exploded.
That's just what I was counting on. Right. Now I know how to adjust the concoction to make a working antidote. Oh, soon
Why does it not
Stebbins will be
fulfill
right
me
as
with,
rain, thanks to my brains and your brawn.
Why does that not fulfill me with confidence? Are you sure?
Now see here. Your lack of confidence in me is quite unjustified. I know exactly what I'm doing. All right, stand back. I've no doubt these results will be spectacular. Now, if my calculations are correct, they should take effect almost immediately.
Hey, he's back.
Oh, by Xanathar, I have an acute throbbing in my cranium. Could this be what a hangover is like?
Are you all in one piece?
Possibly, though I'd like to take time for a more detailed inspection. How long was I asleep? Is Lady Laurent all right?
You don't remember being a statue?
A statue? Are you jesting? No, I can see you're serious. I recall nothing. I seem to be intact, although perhaps a trifle stiff in the joints. I could certainly use a strong... That is, I believe I have a bottle of medicine that will help me.
A bottle of medicine, he says. It's like what Granny uses for her rheumatism.
There. See, I told you it would work.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Indeed I am. I know you may not have much experience taking risks like this, but sometimes you just have to follow your instincts. Regardless, I owe you my thanks. Why, if Stibbins were stuck as a statue forever, I don't know what I'd do.
Are you going to continue your research?
I think we have accomplished quite a bit in this short time. With Stibbins rescued and our notes gathered, I think it's time we returned to civilization and compiled our conclusions. It will be a scholarly sensation.
Alright, and that's where we're going to end off for this week. We have just 2 locations left, the 6 main quests to do, and the public dungeon and 2 sky shards. So, and both of these locations are part of the main quest. so we don't have to worry about that. Most of the remaining main quests are all in Hull on Stand, by the way. So, at least I think 3 of them are, and then 3 of them are at the Hall of Heroes. So, we are almost done with Bangurai. I honestly, like, I don't know if we're going to be able to finish up next week, but if we don't finish up next week, we definitely will finish up the week after, and then it's back to working on previous zones we've already... Excuse me, sorry. Back to previous zones we've already done before that we didn't actually finish off, and then we'll be able to kick off High Isle as soon as it loads. Keep a lookout in this space. We're going to be the prologue quest is going to be coming out in the next couple weeks or so. I'm pretty sure for High Isle there'll be a special stream for that where we'll just be doing the prologue quest like normal. So keep an eye on this channel, and the prologue quest will be there. I want to thank everybody for watching if you did, and I hope to catch you next week as we continue the Elder Scrolls Online as we wish the mighty battle lizard. Thank you very much. Have a great night, everyone. Goodbye. Oh, hey, ESO.